Good evening. Can I have you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
My name is Danielle Buckingham, Buckingham.
And Ms. Buckingham, did you hear me go through the penalties for perjury earlier?
I did.
And do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I do.
And being advised of the potential penalties for perjury, do you promise to tell the truth in this case today?
Yes.
All right. And do you just want to pull the mic a little bit closer? Thank you. Go ahead.
My name is Danielle Buckingham. I live at 14301 10th Avenue Southeast. I have 40 acres of land that was purchased for the purpose of building and pursuing my family's American dream. The Summit Pipeline is proposed to be located a little over 500 feet from the home where my 4 children live and sleep. The line is approximately 1 mile from the school they attend in Minokan. Summit first contacted us around August or September of last year. We met in a public area where my husband and I were given a contract. I gave you copies of that. My name is spelled incorrectly. Our address is wrong. And they had the land still listed under the previous owner's name. We told Summit we were not interested because the line would destroy any future plans that we had for our property. It goes right through the whole property, right through the middle. We were not contacted again until the Saturday following the PSC meeting in Linton. I think it was the 13th of May, I believe. We received a FedEx package, once again not sent to our home address. The letter stated that because of the decision made by the court in the group of cases, Summit clearly has the authority to enter your property to conduct the survey work. They also stated they would enter between May 15th and June 14th. I also provided you a copy of that letter. We are in the process of building where this pipeline is proposed to go. We have building permits, locations are built, trenching is dug. We are finally getting to where we can move forward with our construction projects on our land. We would also like to one day tree our property. If this pipeline goes through, we can't fully tree our 40 acres. We can't plant trees where this is going to go. It'll just be a whole area we can't do anything with. If this line comes through, to me, my property is worthless. I never would have bought it, knowing what I know now. And that's sad. If you want to know if it lowers property values, I'll tell you that to me, yes, it does. I would not live anywhere or buy a property with this pipeline through it. I love it here. My children, they love it here. They actually said goodbye to their teachers and classmates at the end of this year because we told them we don't know if they'll go back to Minokan School. If this pipeline goes through, we will move. I will not have my children live in a wasteland, and that is what Summit wants to do to our state. They want to make us guinea pigs, a dumping ground, test subjects. How can a family work so hard to build up their American dream? Your house is paid for, your land's paid for, you're ready to start building. I, as an American citizen, should be able to say, no, I don't want that on my land. And that should be the end of it. Now, we all know there's 2 sides to every story. All we hear is that we have to lower CO2. We have to reduce our carbon footprint. Why is that all we hear? Well, money talks. Just follow the money. We all know that. There's also many well-respected individuals out there who could tell you about this noble lie. Now, you can look up a noble lie. A noble lie is a myth or an untruth propagated by an elite to maintain social harmony or to advance an agenda. There is a well-known man, Dr. William Happer. He is the co-founder and chair of the CO2 Coalition. He's also a professor at Princeton University. I've listened to several of his speeches, and I would encourage anyone who wants to know the other side of CO2 to do the same thing. He will tell you about this noble lie that they're telling all of us when it comes to CO2. And that's all I have to say, and I want to thank you for your hard work and time.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bender, any questions?
I have no questions.
Mr. Pelham?
So you testified that you had a building permit?
Yes, I included it there in the, I don't know if you got a packet.
Right, and do you know the proposed location of the line in comparison to where you are planning to build your home? Do you know approximately how far away that is?
Pretty much it's going to go right through one of the corners of the building location, so. Yeah.
Fair to say within 500 feet then?
If you look on the map there, it's definitely within the 500 feet. It's a little over 500 feet from the corner of our home.
Have you had any discussions with Summit Carbon Solutions?
We met with them once, and we told them, no, we didn't want that anywhere near our property.
Did you explain to him or them
Yep.
that you were planning what
Yep.
you're planning? Yeah.
Yep.
What was the response?
Nothing really. I mean, it was only the one communication, and then this letter that we received May 12th.
And nothing aside from that?
Nope.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions.
Mr. Jordy, any questions?
Yes. Other than being the cheapest route for Summit, did they advise you why they are dissecting your property at an angle?
Well, the property straight to the east of us is all organic farm, so they can't go through theirs because it's organic, and I don't understand that, but yeah, that's really the only reason we were given.
Meaning they're afraid that would be more costly for them to go.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Mr. Bakke, any questions?
Yes, your home that you're building there, when did you start that?
Well, our home is already built. We are working on livestock facilities and a shop and a riding arena for our girls.
And how long ago did you complete the home?
We bought the home finished when we bought the property about 3 years ago, 3.5 years. So.
And where Summit is proposing to put the pipeline is 500 feet away from your existing?
A little over 500, yep. I believe between 500 and 530.
You mentioned that your children go to Minokan School,
Yep, the closest school to the pipeline.
okay, and it's about a mile from the
I think
pipeline?
it's a little over a mile from the pipeline. Yep.
And how many students go to Minokan School?
Between 50 and 60, I'm not sure.
Plus staff?
Plus staff, yep. There's 4 teachers and several helpers and stuff there.
Have there been any discussions at the school
Yep.
About the pipeline?
Yep, we had several school board meetings. They had a few speakers. We actually had the rural fire department came and spoke during some of the teacher conferences and stuff. So.
Okay. And have there been discussions among the parents at those school board meetings or otherwise about concerns
between a
about
few
the
of the
Summit
parents.
pipeline?
Yep, between a few of the parents.
Okay. And are there other parents that are concerned as well?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And what have they expressed to you, or what have you heard from them?
They're just concerned about the closeness to the school, and several of them distance to their house. They live in Minokan, so. Yeah.
And how far away from the town or city of Minokan is the pipeline?
I'd say a little over a mile because the school's kind of in the center of town. So.
And how many residents are there in Minokan? Approximately.
I'm not sure. I would say not many.
I'm sorry?
Not many. I'm not sure how large Minokan is.
Okay.
It's a rural school, so.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Okay.
Commissioner Chrisman?
I didn't understand one part of your testimony. I thought you were talking about not being able to plant trees and stuff. And
Yeah,
some would say you can't plant them by their pipeline, or are you thinking they won't grow? Or what was
you
that?
can't plant them over the top, is what we've come to believe.
Did they say how close you could plant them?
I think it's a 50-foot stretch, but I'm not 100% sure on that you can't plant in.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Clarifying.
Commissioner Hogan-Hoffert?
Thank you. I have no questions.
Mr. Dawson?
No questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your testimony.